After this cut, bro, I'm bulking to 260. I'm gonna take 2 months off. Take 2 months off from roids, bro. Yeah.
Freaking rib. That's over a 60-pound gain. This is a horrendous idea. And so, shocker, the Tren Twins' latest title, We Messed Up. I mean, is anyone surprised about this? I'm going through the comments and all I see is Greg this and Greg that. Greg's gonna have a field day. We making Greg Doucette proud with this one. Greg's running like a madman right now. Well, technically I can't run. I have a partially collapsed lung. It's difficult for me to even make this video. But hey, it's what I do. Coach Greg punching his cookbook right now. And so the first mistake occurred in the Tren Twins' lives when they decided that they didn't want Coach Greg and his cookbook helping prepare them for competition. That was mistake number 1. Kyle was having a heart attack. But now let's find out what is mistake number 2. We messed up. What exactly could it be? Stay tuned to find out.
Can't even muster words. Oh my God. So good.
And so he's waking up dreaming about cheat meals, donuts, pastries, and so on. Of course he is. The guy's on a very strict diet. They've cut out even sugar-free maple syrup, diet pops, and so on. I mean, who would ever do that?
The unveiling. Y'all really thought. Y'all motherfuckers thought we was gonna cheat on a diet.
Look at how enjoyable their diets are. Their cheat meal, 6 rice cakes. So you can make fun of me as much as you want. You can say my diet doesn't work. But if you were eating from my cookbook, you wouldn't be having cheat meals with 6 rice cakes. This looks ridiculous. Does anyone think that this is a realistic diet? They're dreaming about cheat meals only to wake up to the magical world of having rice cakes. Wow, fantastic. I wish I could diet like the Tren Twins. Yet I'm a 48-year-old man on HRT with a partially collapsed lung who just got back from freaking Dubai and I'm leaner than these guys. Imagine if I were, 22 years of age on their cycle, training the way they are, how lean would I be?
I'm so deep in the cut that shit tastes amazing. That leads into our topic of today's video, which is how the f to stay on your gosh damn diet.
And so the topic of today's video is how do you stay on your diet? I mean, the Tren Twins are the best ones of all time to be able to give these points. I mean, after all, they've been able to stick to a diet for an incredible 3 weeks straight. I mean, who else could go on a diet and stick to it for 3 whole weeks? Incredible. And so if you want to be able to stay on your diet, get the freaking cookbook. You know that it works. Enough with the bullshit, enough with the jokes that it doesn't actually do everything for you, that it won't get you a girlfriend. The cookbook does everything, and you know it to be true. All you need to do to stick to the diet is to find a diet that you love, that you can follow for the rest of your life. It's that simple. Problem is, y'all don't think it's the cookbook. You think that it's eating chicken, broccoli, and rice, that it's eating a certain thing, that it's cutting out aspartame. It isn't any of those things.
Yeah, today's a rest day, so we thought, why not give out some valuable information?
What happened to people who trained harder than last time? A rest day. Today's a rest day. What are you resting from? I mean, really? It reminds me of the NBA. Back in the day, Michael Jordan, they trained, they played every single game. Today, I'm on the bench. I need a day off. I played 3 whole games in a row.
I'd be having like 3 of these a day. I'm probably having 500 milligrams. How about you? 500? Yeah, I'm dead ass
daily.
800 easily.
And so one thing they're doing is overloading, overdosing on caffeine. It's going to curb their appetite. It's going to boost their metabolism, give them more energy. Problem is, eventually, it's not going to work that well. Your body gets used to caffeine, and eventually, it doesn't really have the same effect. And so my advice, use caffeine sparingly. I like to leverage my caffeine before I go to the gym. That way, I have the most intense workout. I can train harder than last time. And so if you're interested in this, of course, you can use either hardcore pre-workout or pre-workout 3.0. And so by leveraging your caffeine till later in the day, you'll have the most intense workout without overdosing on caffeine. This is not only going to help you to burn more calories at the gym, it's also going to allow you to have a better sleep at night.
I mean, the last thing I'm thinking about is women. Honestly, I'm not in the position to be boyfriend material.
Did he really need to state this? I mean, does he look like boyfriend material?
Oh, you want me to come to your grandma's funeral? I ain't going. I gotta eat my meal at that time.
I mean, if you want me coming to your grandma's funeral, yeah, that's meal 6. It ain't happening. You want me for sexy time? Yeah, I got chest day. And you want me to cuddle? I'm too wiry. I'm too fidgety from all that caffeine. I am not boyfriend material.
I gotta eat every 2 hours. I'm sorry. I gotta hit that protein synthesis.
Here's the thing. You actually don't need to eat every 2 hours. No research supports this whatsoever. And so if you're eating 5 meals in any given day, that is more than enough. You're not building more muscle by eating every 2 hours than you are by eating every 3 or 4 hours. And so you can eat your meal, go to grandma's funeral, and still make the gains and get your protein synthesis.
The only reason you shouldn't cheat on your diet, don't want Greg Doucette making videos on you.
And so don't cheat on your diet because Coach Greg can make a video on you. I mean, to me, that is the best reason of all. Why would you want Coach Greg making a video about you?
I don't give a fuck about what nobody thinks because they think we really can't do this. Like, it's just food at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, that's really all it is.
They don't think it, they know it. They've seen you. They've watched. And so to me, this is elementary psychology. We're watching these guys. They're talking about how much they can't wait to have their cheat meals, their crumbles. They're eating rice cakes. Of course, they're going to cheat on their diet. We've seen them cheat over and over. And although they're saying they're not cheating, did Coach Kyle not say you can't have low-calorie syrup? And did we not watch them eat low-calorie syrup? Did Coach Kyle say you can't have that Greek yogurt? You can't have this, you can't have that, yet they did it anyway. Did we not watch them drinking their diet pops and so on? And so when you think of it, they are in fact cheating on their diet. Not my diet. They wouldn't need to cheat on my diet. Think of it. My diet would compose of all these recipes from the cookbook, let you have all the diet pop you want. You can have tons of Greek yogurt. So why would you cheat on a diet that you actually enjoy?
It's just going to make me enjoy it even more when I'm not dieting.
Do you know what's going to happen after the show is over? The guy's going to gain 30 pounds in a week. Once the floodgates open and you're now allowed to eat whatever you want, you're not going to be able to stop. Your body is going to take control over you and you're not going to know what you're doing. And sooner or later, you're up 30 pounds in a week. You're in the hospital with high blood pressure and so on. It's not going to be a very pretty sight.
Don't have shitty friends who are going to force you to go out and get crumble cookie, ice cream.
Hardest parts of cutting is like restricting yourself from social activities.
I mean, basically, they're teaching you how to not have a life. If you want to get shredded, just stay at home, train, eat, sleep, repeat, don't talk to girls. And so push your friends all to the side, deny your grandma's funeral, and only care about yourself. That's how you get shredded. And so if you see a professional bodybuilder, someone with elite level genetics just shredded, that means they have absolutely no life. They hate everything about it, except for the reflection in the mirror. Do you really think it has to be like that? Do you really think I suffered to this extent when I was dieting for competition? You didn't think I went to the movies, go out to the dance, have some fun, have some parties? Of course I did.
We gaslight each other into everything. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I only look big if I have a pump.
And so that is a key step. Always gaslight your friends. If you have a training partner, gaslight them into doing whatever it is you want them to do. And remember, you're only going to look good when you have a pump. If not, you're going to feel inferior. You're going to have a body dysmorphia. And so this is the life of a bodybuilder.
My legs, bro, from all this cardio.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm walking on pegs, bro.
Why are your legs so sore from doing all this cardio? Are we not doing year-round cardio? There's this guy, his name's Coach Greg. He's 48, he rides bikes, races him, goes very fast. Legs feel fine. I'm an old man. You guys are young stallions in your early 20s. How is it that your legs are so sore? Oh, let me guess, because you had to burn off all those calories that you're eating on all those cheats in your off season. Maybe, just maybe, if you kept in shape in the off season, you wouldn't have to do so much cardio now that you're dieting. Anyone think of that? Oh, but I have to bulk, because bulking puts on all that muscle. Well, what happens when it's time to cut? When it's time to cut, you're eating 2,000 calories a day, doing all this cardio, your legs are sore, you can hardly walk, hardly recover. Oh, but it's all worth it because bulking is the answer. Is it really? Have we not seen enough research? Have we not looked at the studies to show that main gaining is in fact the best way to do this? But no, Coach Greg, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, after all, he's only an IFBB pro bodybuilder, world record powerlifter, has his master's degree in kinesiology. What would he ever know?
No, I need to come off them.
Cook!
All the old school bodybuilders were able to stay healthy because they just came off cold turkey for a few months.
Yeah, but if we start eating like shit, like immediately after the show.
Yeah, a little foreshadowing, guys. After the show's over, you have to come off. All the gear that's boosting your metabolism, nutrient partitioning, you're building more muscle than ever before. When you take away those steroids, those muscles are going to get smaller. Your metabolism, it's going to slow down. And so with a slowed metabolism, combined with stopping all that cardio, as well as eating all that shit that you haven't been eating for so long that you're craving, what do you think is going to happen to your physiques? You're going to get softer, fatter, gain weight. You're not going to like your reflection in the mirror. But, oh, we need to bulk. Well, why don't we look at the Mr. Olympia champion, Derek Lunsford? I mean, he's the best bodybuilder in the world. I wonder how fat he gets in the off season. Oh, he doesn't get fat. In fact, he's shredded in the off season. Guy's single-digit body fat, even when bulking up in the off season. But, oh, Coach Greg, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
If you really love bodybuilding, right, you have to take the bulk and like what comes after prep just as serious as prep.
AKA don't bulk. Yeah, increase calories, get your body fat level to a healthy point, perhaps 10 or 12% body fat if you're a competitive bodybuilder. But going up to 15 to 20% body fat when you're competing at 5, it makes no sense. Think of how hard it is to go from 15% to 5. 15% is healthy for the average person, but if you're a bodybuilder in the off season, why are you at 15%? You now have 10% or more to lose before you get ready for competition.
You sit there after and you're just like in shock, like I'm a piece of shit.
Cook!
Hurts because you ate till failure.
Your stomach's telling you like,
And then you're saying, telling yourself you're a failure, and you are.
Cook!
He's like,
And so rather than telling yourself you're a failure, a loser for cheating and binging, why don't you just eat meals from a cookbook? Do you know you're going to be full before the calories are too high? Why is that? Because the foods are lower in calories. They're for people who have a very large appetite. You eat the recipes from the book, you're full, you're happy, the food tastes amazing, you eat as much of it as you want, and everyone wins. Coach Greg wins, you win, everybody's a winner.
Yeah, that's why, honestly, I'd rather just have one whole cheat day.
No. You can easily undo all the hard work you did in 6 days by 1 day of overeating, and in fact, 1 meal. You know how quickly I could get down 10,000 calories if I'm having McFlurries, chips, chocolate, and so on? Perhaps you're eating 3,000 calories a day, suddenly you have 10,000 calories in 1 day. It's a horrible idea. Much better to just say, I'm going to eat 3,500 calories every single day of the week. And that way you'll lose way more weight. You'll maintain your weight. It's going to be so much healthier.
It's so hard not to be fat. We're f***ing short, so we already don't need a lot of calories, bro.
Whatever it is about them, they put the blame on someone else. No, just because you're short, it doesn't mean it's easy to become fat. That is ridiculous. Calories in, calories out, that dictates whether you lose weight or gain weight.
And this is crazy.
Damn it, short. Being short sucks.
Well, it's certainly not as easy in life as if you're tall. For example, if you're 6'2", you're going to attract much more women than if you're 5'6". And so if you're short like the Tren Twins or Coach Greg, you got to make up for it in other ways. Perhaps it's with your pocketbook, with your sense of humor, or with your chiseled jawline from mewing harder than freaking last time. But being short doesn't suck as much as several other things. For example, it doesn't suck as much as being fat. I'd rather be short, lean, shredded with a six-pack than tall and morbidly obese.
I get tagged in midgets shit all the time. That shit pisses me off. There's no way to get under my skin.
I get called a hobbit, a midget. It doesn't matter. Do you imagine that matters? As I'm sitting in Dubai, people are like, oh, poor Greg. Oh my God, we got you. So we said this about you. Oh. And I'm like thinking, I'm on the tallest building in the world. You guys are putting insults on me. I mean, how could I have a better life? But yet they're going to listen to people. Somebody calls you a midget or a hobbit and that bothers you. Like literally like something happens in your body that you actually give a shit. Really? Please don't do this to you. Perhaps it's because I was born in like 1921. We had this saying, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, apparently it's the opposite. Apparently names hurt people, but sticks and stones, they just are fun.
Comments piss me off. Yeah, I'm going to say, I'd be reading the out of comments. I'd be getting pissed the off.
And so when they write you a comment, I'm thinking, I got you. I got you. You took time out of your day to not only think about what I'm saying, to have a physical or mental reaction to it, enough to lash out and try to write something at me. Think of how much I am affecting you. And you think that after doing this for years, that your little comment saying, you're an asshole, you're a midget, you're a hobbit, you really think that that's even going to bother me even 0.1%? Really? You're wasting your time. It's literally amusing for me. I'm literally sucking in the negative vibes and using it to make me feel even better.
Man, rest days suck, man.
And so as his coach, I would say this. On your rest day, you're going to do cardio. Let's call it 1 hour. Your rest day is an hour of cardio, zone 2. Not enough to make your legs tired, but enough to burn calories. This is not going to tear down your ability to build muscle. You're not going to have peg legs, sore legs, and so on. And by doing that, we're going to reduce the cardio you're doing on your working days. Let's make those work days a little bit easier and add the cardio onto your rest day so that we can spread the things out, make your life that much easier.
I mean, you could go get a whole meal from Chipotle, a whole burrito for $10. Which one
No,
are you choosing?
Chipotle, $10 burrito?
Why the hell is in there like a fast food protein bar?
There is a fast food protein bar. It's called Seco Protein Bar. 230 calories, 20 grams of protein, only 6 grams of fat. It is so soft, so moist, so delicious. You're going to think you're chewing on your girlfriend's cookbook. It is so soft, softer than friggin' last time. This one's called Milky Crisp. And if you're eating this bar, you're not eating crumble. You're not eating to cheat on your diet. You're eating this every freaking day of the week. Why are we having cheat meals, cheat days, when you can have a Seco freaking bar every day of the week? You eat it on the way to the gym. And so I've heard a few complaints. I like them so much, I want to eat more than one. I get it. I understand that. And so you eat one on the way to the gym. You have it in your car. You leave the house and you eat it. You don't sit there and eat the entire box of 12 70-gram protein bars, bigger than the Anna bar, only 230 calories, yet it tastes as good. You will not believe how good these bars are. I'm not kidding. Try the bars. Eat them. You will see just how much easier it is to stick to your diet. Code Greg, 15% off. Click the link in the description.
What if we made a restaurant called Bulk and Cut? And it's like you have the bulking menu and the cut menu.
Every restaurant can cut or bulk. When I go to a restaurant and order a salad dressing on the side, I'm thinking more, I'm trying to cut, I'm not trying to get fat. When I order burger and fries, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm trying to bulk. And so depending on the calories in the foods that you're eating, it's going to determine whether you're bulking or cutting. Every restaurant is like this. I don't know any restaurant out there that doesn't have healthy options, healthy alternatives, or lower calorie options. If you want to go on a bulk, eat more food. Perhaps order 2 mains. If you want to go on a cut, eat lower calorie options than last time.
Another tip I could give from personal experience how to stay on your diet is just, stop thinking of a relationship with food. Like, that shit ain't your grandma, that shit ain't your girlfriend.
Exactly. I'm 100% with him here. You don't freaking court a banana. Relationships with food. Y'all a bunch of pussies. Relationship with food. You don't freaking court a banana. Been saying this for years. Relationships are with people. I do not date inanimate objects. Oh, my relationship with my Seco bar. I love it. I want to caress it all over my body. Ooh, it's so sexy. What's wrong with you? It's a friggin' food item. And so stop thinking of it as a relationship and think of it as food that you eat. You eat foods that taste good. You date people that make you feel good. You have sexy time because sexy time feels good. This is why we do things. And so the reason about my cookbook is because the foods in here, they taste good. They're low in calories. It makes it easier to stick to your diet. That is why you bought the book, or that is why you're going to buy the book.
No, after this cut, bro, I'm bulking to 260. I'm gonna take 2 months off. Take 2 months off from roids, bro.
Yeah.
I'm freaking rib. That's over a 60-pound gain. This is a horrendous idea. This is not only him getting fat, this is him getting obese. It's not healthy. It's way too much to gain. To think he's just magically going to go up to over 260 pounds while off performance-enhancing drugs? How is this possible? He's going to be losing muscle, replacing with fat and water, getting super fat and sloppy in the off-season. Why would he think that's an intelligent move?
And then go on like that Lee Priest bulk, bro. We the natty twins. Oh.
If they do this, it's going to eventually lead to them being called the Fat Twins. I mean, when I was a kid growing up, there was the fattest twins in the world. They were on Harley Davidson's bikes. I was in grade 8. I was about 13 years of age. And I remember these fattest guys. I couldn't believe it. Why would the Tren Twins want to copy this? Why would they want to get so fat? We're going on a Lee Priest bulk. No, this is not a smart maneuver. And in case you guys don't remember this, before the Tren Twins, there was the Barbarian Brothers. These guys were never fat in the off-season. Does anyone remember these guys? These guys were also twins, trained. They were in incredible shape. There's no reason to bulk and gain 60 pounds. That's over 30% of your body weight in the off-season. That is far too much. Far too much. Anyone gaining more than, for example, about 15% of their body weight in the off season, that is a lot.
You got one more meal left and it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah. All right.
Why do you sound like that?
Because guess what? You only got one meal left to go, and you got to last you till you go to bed. Gonna be very tough, very difficult. And so let me know in the comment section, am I not spitting facts? Do you guys think the Tren Twins have the most ideal diet possible? Did the Tren Twins in fact mess up by not eating from my frigging cookbook? Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops. And of course, the cookbooks, the supplements, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line, phone consults, and so on. You can get it all on my website. Code Greg, 15% off. And until next time, I am out.